of another week, which means it's time for me to present you with evidence that the world's totally fucked up. And there's so much to choose from, but here's a few for you on Totally Fucked Up Friday. Starting in South Carolina, where they're having elections for governor, and Republican frontrunner by the name of Nikki Haley has been notably upping her Christian credentials recently. That's not what I'm picking on. She was actually born and raised Sikh, and she's converted to Christianity, and I guess that's why she's really pushing. No, I'm actually quite proudly Christian now, thank you very much. But not everyone is on board with her. Another senator, and as I check my notes, his name was Jake Knotts. He was quoted as saying this Nikki Haley shouldn't be the Republican candidate for governor because, to quote him, there's already one raghead in the White House. We don't need another raghead in the governor's mansion. And apparently, yeah, Jake Knotts was, believe it or not, a Republican. I know, I for one was surprised because we all know Republican objections to Obama, not racist. Yep, teabaggers, not racist. Just because they hold those racist placards, chant those racist chants, just because the Republican Party allows the sale of racist badges, racist t-shirts, racist postcards at their conventions, not racist. It's just the fucking ragheads don't know their place. Now, a lot of different people have cited to me BP as the most totally fucked up story of the week, and I would tend to agree, but I think it's been covered far and wide, and there's not really much need for me to say more here, although I did see something new today. These photos really bring home how bad it's getting. Again, yep, very emotional rather than objective, but sometimes that's what you need to really bring it home. And besides giving you a link to these photos, I'll give you a link to a story that shows that BP's been actively trying to suppress media coverage so you don't see photos like this. So fucking go for it, get these photos out, share the link with as many people as possible, because this is seriously totally fucked up. Now, I'm a firm believer in that science. It works, bitches. But I'm going to give you a story that's a prime example of how good, worthwhile, and important science could be made to look really stupid if you took it out of context and accentuated the wacky bits, like I'm about to do. Some scientists in the UK have been working for a while in the area of memory disorders, and also how some drug addicts are affected by their memories. The memories on drugs are stronger than the memories not on drugs, so when they go back to the environment or hang out with the people they were with when they were on drugs, even though they've got themselves clean, all the feelings come back, and it's very hard for them not to backslide and get back on the drugs. This is all worthwhile science. How have the scientists been conducting their studies, I should say? They've been giving crystal meth to snails. Because apparently if you poke a snail with a stick, it remembers for about a day. But if you give a snail crystal meth, then poke it with a stick, it remembers for much longer. And I think if you give a snail crystal meth and then take its crystal meth away, soon it's going to be around fucking your shit up, stealing your computer for crystal meth, or out on street corners offering hot cephalopod sex just for more crystal meth. That's how I imagine it anyway. Actually, what I really imagine is this got started by someone who wasn't a scientist. He went in somehow into the university and was just saying, hey, I have this idea for a study of giving snails crystal meth. And one of the researchers goes, you know, I was thinking that could really fit into our memory studies. How long have you been doing this at your university? And the guy goes, I'm not from a university. I've just been out in the back alley giving crystal meth to snails because I thought it was fucking funny. And I thought you might enjoy it too. And apparently they do. Now, this final story is not a new one, but it's new to me. I only picked it up this week. The New South Wales Road Traffic Authority, the people you have to get your driver's license from, are using the photos that you have to have on your license to go into a biometric database the police will ultimately use to match your face on your driver's license to your face as it shows up on surveillance cameras, which, as we all know, are pretty much everywhere now and just getting more and more common. This is fucked on so many levels. Not least there's not really been anything in the way of public debate. Most people don't even know that as they pose for their photo, it's going to go into a police database for biometrics. One thing that made me laugh is apparently if you smile too much, that can fuck up the biometrics. So if you smile for your license photo, they make you take it again. I think that also makes you look more like a criminal. But maybe that's just me. I like smiling people. But, okay, so the fuck things, you're not being told about it. There's been no public debate. So, law-abiding people are now going to be tracked everywhere they go. Or there will be the capability to track everywhere they go. Now, the story itself is bad enough, but when I start to get really fucking angry is the morons, as in not police, not government, but who still want to justify it. Going about, oh, only criminals should be worried about this. Fuck that! Only criminals should be being followed by the police. If I'm not committing a crime, if I don't have a history of committing crime, police should not automatically be fucking tracking my movement. Oh, and then they bring up the terrorism thing. Oh, if this surveillance stops just one terrorism attack, it'll be worth it. And what if it doesn't? What if this shit they do with the surveillance, with the airports, with the just repression of people, does not protect us? Because there is not one case anywhere in the world of surveillance cameras stopping a significant crime or a terrorist act. The bullshit they do at airports has not caught anyone, ever. Anyone who tells you different is a fucking liar. It's just fucking up the lives of people who aren't doing anything wrong and giving police and governments around the world scary motherfucking powers. And although this one I cited is in New South Wales, in Australia, don't fucking kid yourself. No matter where you live, if you think your government isn't actively involved in this, you're fooling yourself. If you think the surveillance isn't going to get more and more pervasive, you're fooling yourself. And yet again, fucking reality is making me sound like a conspiracy theorist again!